What's up, YouTube? I'm here with a Dark World deck profile. It's not like a competitive build, it's just budget build and just some cards I had laying around, so I just threw it in there. And so yeah, never tried playing Dark World, so put this together, played a little bit, and it's kind of fun to use. Reading the text may be confusing for some who just like first read it, but you know, when you know what parts to ignore, most people just ignore the parts where the effect says that if your opponent, like, if it was discarded by your opponent's card effect. So maybe I might talk a little bit about like the effect if you basically discard it, or how people mainly use it. But yeah, so this is the deck profile. It's just basically 3 Dark World structure decks and just some minor staples and other stuff. So started off, we have one Gorz. So he's a fiend, but you know, just drop Gorz. That's pretty self-explanatory. Dark Necrofear. I have this laying around in my binder, but you can summon her by like banishing. Yeah, I think it's banishing. Let's check. Yep, by banishing like 3 fiends. And if it was like destroyed, you just basically, she becomes like a equip card, and you can like equip her to like your opponent's monster. So I mean, it might not be the best card, but I'm just playing around with this deck. It's just an extra deck to have for me. Morphing Jar from Gold series. So yeah, just uses discard effect. Okay, and with the rest of the lineup, it should be mainly from the Dark World structure decks. So 3 Grapha, the beat stick of the deck. Discard them, you get a destroy card. So you know, use other card effects, just discard them. And if you have a Dark World monster on the field, just return it to hand, bring them up onto the field. Yeah, if anything, you guys just try it out or look up the effects, but I'll just run through with what I have for the list of cards that I'm using. 3 Snow. Search Dark World cards when it's discarded. She's discarded or whatever. 1700, so Dark World. Gates of Dark World, the field spell or whatever is on, up. It's just like 2000. 1 Silva. And 3 gold. They basically do the same thing, you know, when they're discarded. Just they can special summon. But if it was discarded by opponent's effect, there's like more effects to them. And I like gold's effect more than Silva. Silva returns 2 cards to the bottom of your opponent's deck. This guy, you target 2 cards on the field and, you know, destroy 2 cards. But that's only if like it was discarded by opponent's effect. But mainly people discard them with their own effects, the players, and then so they can just special summon them on the field. 3 Brawn. Brawn, just basically when he inflicts battle damage, your opponent, to your opponent, you can discard a card. So like, you know, attack and discard Grapha or whatever you want to, and get the Dark World effects. I mean, most of you guys may know this already, but I didn't really know it too much, except for, you know, when playing against a few players playing Dark World. But yeah, Brow is, you discard him and you can draw a card. So you know, you can use like him with other cards like Lightning Vortex, other stuff that makes you discard. So, and you get a draw on top of that. And 2 Beige. I had 3 in, but you know, I'm just messing around right now with it. It's not too serious, but so far I'm liking it already, the deck. So if he's discarded, you can just special summon him. He's just like a smaller version of like Gold and Silva. So yeah, it's 4-star though, so you can normal summon him if you want. These are cards I added: Mirror Force, Torrential, and Raigeki Break. Raigeki Break works nicely. I like it because you discard a card, target 1 card on the field, and destroy it. So if I need to discard the monsters to get their effects. Mind Crush, this comes with the structure decks. I keep thinking like, oh, use Mind Crush to target something in their hand, but like then again, you can just name something like, oh, Blue Eyes White Dragon if you want. Like let's say they don't, you know they might not even run it, and then you get a discard a card if you're wrong. So then if you need to discard a card, use Mind Crush to discard too. Or if they're just playing stuff like Pot of Duality or stuff you know that'll be in their hand, then just use Mind Crush for that effect. These I added for spells: Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy, and Lightning Vortex. You know, these three are self-explanatory. I like Lightning Vortex. You know, I get to destroy their face-ups, and I get to discard a card, so when I need to discard. So, using cards to discard. 3 Gates of Dark World. Field spell, boost the Fiend monsters 300 attack and defense, and once per turn you can like banish a Fiend type monster from your graveyard, and then you discard 1 Fiend type monster, so you get the discard effect if you like want, and then you draw a card. So I like this card a lot. Pretty cool. Dark World Dealings. You and your opponent draw a card, and then they discard a card. So you know they will have to lose a card, unless like they use stuff that's in the grave too. Or, like, you know, but like you can just discard a card when you need to with this and draw at the same time. Gateway to the Dark World. It's like, you know, special summoning something from the grave, but then you can't summon afterwards. So you know, if you have a Grapha and you need them back, just Gateway to Dark World or something. Whenever you need to, you use whatever. Use 2 Dark World Lightning. Just target 1 face down card on the field, destroy that target, then discard 1 card. So you get that discard. And then Allure of Darkness and card destruction. Discard again. This draw 2 and just remove from play. So this just quick kind of draw. But yeah, I don't have an extra deck for it. I don't Synchro or Xyz. You know, there's no Fabled Ravens, Tour Guides, or you know other cards that other people are using for this deck. Drag Me Down to the Grave. Thinking about getting that, maybe try it out. But I'll probably have this deck just with me, other than my main deck that I use. But you know, if this deck gets, if I like it enough and I'm comfortable with it enough, then I'll probably use it. And some other cards. I guess this is kind of the side. Another Raigeki Break, Sangan, Tragodia, Battle Faders, Kalahana, Dust Tornado, Magical Arm Shield is random, but yeah, Dust Tornado, just activate and you can set afterwards. So yeah, but majority of these cards are already in the structure deck. It just doesn't come with Lightning Vortex, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, and Raigeki Break, Torrential, and Mirror Force. And the cards I added is these 3. It doesn't come with. But other than that, you can still play or have fun with it. Just the cards it comes with. So yeah, this is kind of like the budget build. It's not like I didn't build it like budget to be like really good or competitive, but I just put it together with the 3 structure decks I had. I have 2 more, so those are unopened, but these are 3 that are open. And I just added like the cards you saw. So yeah, I mean, hold on, there's like a few minutes left. Let's try to shuffle this and draw, and let's see if I can do like a quick turn. I mean, it's probably pretty self-explanatory. You guys probably think it's like, oh hey, like why are you doing that? Doesn't even matter. It's stupid. We already know how Dark World are played. But for those of you who don't know, I know of course because I didn't know until like I encountered it, of course on like Dueling Network or at the tournament. So you can stop watching now if you guys don't want to see this. So just trying to mix stuff up. And thanks for watching. If you guys are watching this, subscribe. Just hit 50 subscribers. Probably like not that big of a deal to some of you guys, but yeah. So I'll just do like a contest, giveaway or something, and post that up. All right. So let's just say the opponent cuts your deck. You draw 5 cards. Okay, so that's your 5 cards. You have these in your hand. 40 something seconds left. So let's say you can play Dark World Dealings, draw a card, your opponent does too, and then you can discard a card. Let's discard gold, and he comes back from the grave. I mean, yeah, like when he's discarded, you can special summon him from the grave, and you know, if you discarded Snow, you get a search for a Dark World card, Dark World Lightning, you can just play that, destroy something they have face down, back row, whatever, and then discard her, get Dark World, and then you have, like, you know, I mean, there's endless possibilities, combinations, so that's what it's like so far. So yeah, thanks for watching.